Good morning, everyone. In this presentation, I'll be explaining the book How Feedback Works by John Almarode, Douglas Fisher, and Nancy Frey. As a teacher, we are giving feedback to students every time, maybe on the notebooks, maybe on the papers. We are just making their copies red. But have you ever think that does the feedback actually improve their learning? What's the process? How they are using it, or they're just taking it and just putting it away?
What is the correct way of giving feedback? How can we make feedback more impactful? This is what we are going to dig in. This book has helped me a lot. In this book, How Feedback Works, John has explained 16 modules. So this book has two parts. First part is introduction, and part 2 focuses on the 4 C's of feedback. Overall, this book has 16 modules. All are related to feedback.
To begin with the introduction, let's look at the 4 points of the introduction.
Essential point for the feedback, which are often misunderstood in the education. We are going to be focusing on giving feedback, receiving feedback, and integrating feedback. Furthermore, we are going to address common classroom challenges with the feedback that we face. This is giving feedback, receiving feedback, and then integrating feedback all the way forward. Now, let's look at the setting of the foundation. Establishing shared understanding of the feedback is essential. What is feedback? What feedback really is? What research says about the feedback? How feedback works as a process? Examine barriers to effective feedback. In module number 1, we are going to see what is feedback. So feedback defines as corrective information about a process. So we need to focus on process, not praise or punishment. Just by saying good job, wrong answer isn't enough. For example, I go to park. If I say wrong sentence, this is not helpful. Don't you think so? But if I say
the concept is correct, however, the past form of go is not good. It's went. Now we can fix it.
Try fixing it. Research on the feedback. In the second module, we are going to look at a research. Feedback has high impact on student learning. Research by John Almarode shows feedback has a high effective size, meaning it strongly impacts learning, but only when done well. Feedback is multidimensional, not one size fits all. For example, if a student of 25 class was given one single task, but the students in the class were of different abilities, so they have done the task differently. We cannot give same generic feedback to everyone. All we need to do is look at the specific feedback, look at each assignment, and give feedback according to the requirement. Some type of feedback are more effective than others. Specific ones are more effective than others. Module number 3, feedback in action. Feedback involves giving, receiving, and integrating, as we discussed earlier. So it operates as a continuous loop. We are going to include furthermore factors is feed up. Where are we going? Feedback. What are we? Where are we now? Feed forward. What to do next or where to go now next. This also feed forward. Module number 4, fundamental elements of feedback. So feedback requires strong classroom conditions. Trust and respect are essential. Learning must be visible. Evidence must be generated during learning. Learner must be authentically engaged.
Module number 5, barriers to feedback.
Feedback can be blocked emotionally or cognitively. This book explains the feedback is blocked when students feel attacked, judged, or embarrassed. How is a student going to give feedback? If a child is doing something differently and he went to teacher and teacher is by giving him or her a specific feedback, he keeps on bullying the child or attacking the child, how do you think he is going to flourish? His learning stops. So with this, we are coming to the part 2 of the book, which is the 4 C's of feedback. To begin with, we have care, credibility, clarity, communication. Each C strengthens the feedback loops. It's not single care which is very important in the feedback, or credibility, clarity, or communication. It is a loop that keeps on going. For example, module number 6, which entirely focuses on care. Feedback must be from the place of care. Know their name, respect them, encourage decisions. For example, if I trusted teacher says, I know you can do better. Let's fix this together. Students are more likely to respond positively. Rather than if you are not aware of their names, how are you going to call them? How do you show the care for them? In this book, the second C is Module 7, credibility. Credibility is a trust. Feedback must be credible to be accepted. Students ask themselves if this person is worth listening to. Credibility comes from subject knowledge, fairness, curiosity, consistency. For example, if a math teacher gives clear explanation regularly, students trust their feedback. But if feedback changes every day, students stop believing it. Module 6, clarity. Clear learning intentions are essential. Clear setting goals are essential. When we set a criteria, we actually are giving direction to students and the clarity. Success comes when our goals are in line. What they are learning, what success looks like. So evidences also come from that clarity, where we are going to check their credibility, clarity, and care. With this, we come with Module 9, which is evidence. Feedback must be based on evidence. Evidence makes learning visible. For example, if in a classroom you have conducted mental math, how are you going to show it to anybody if it is not evident? Obviously, we are going to have videos, pictures, or maybe a report card, just to show that we do have an evidence that we have done mental math. Mental math is entirely done mentally. How can you document it? For that, we need to have evidence, which actually leads to clarity, include student thinking in action, more than test or grades, and guide instructions decisions. On the basis of evidence, we actually see feed forward. Module 10. Noticing. Teacher noticing informs feedback. Student notice building self-regulation. Noticing support formative assessment helps identify clear needs, strengthen feedback accuracy. If a student starts noticing that where the student is lacking while doing self-regulation or self-assessment, the student is on the right track actually. He or she is going to flourish more when he is aware of the things that he is doing. Communication. So there are so many types of communication. Different types serve different purposes. So there is verbal communication, through gesture communication, using technology, and through peer feedback. Communicating feedback. How feedback is communicated matters. It actually matters a lot. For example, if a student comes to us and we are like, well, I can't give you feedback right now. Can you please go? I can give you feedback tomorrow or day after tomorrow. These are the things that actually are the barriers in feedback. And if you address it right away, communicate with them, this is where you're helping them to grow. So tune, influence, reception, timing affects user specific, improves clarity, dialogue enhances understanding, affects feedback is continuous, it clears and caring, focus on improvement, and is used by students. Module number 13. Cue and reinforcement. Non-verbal feedback is powerful. Cues guide attention. Reinforcement support learning behavior. Often immediate and subtle. Enhance classroom flow. Module number 14. Technology and feedback. Technology expands feedback opportunities. Allow timely and target feedback. Support accessibility and equity. Enable peer and self-feedback. Must align with learning goals. Module number 15, practice as. So practice as positive feedback, supports ritual and reflection, reveals misconception, guide future instructions, low stake use of most effective. Module number 16, learners at feedback agent. Students can give and receive feedback, where feedback builds independence. Self-feedback supports metacognition. Learners become honor of learning, essential of lifelong learning. Last but not the least, conclusion. Feedback is a powerful learning tool. Works when conditions are right, requires care, credibility, clarity, and communication. Most effective when continuous, transforms teaching and learning. Thank you very much for listening to this. I hope you have got the amazing insight of this book called How Feedback Works.